So everyone's getting all excited about 15-year car loans. Let me tell you how idiotic that is. I'm in a situation where I have to work on my camper. So when they told me how much work was involved, I thought, how much is it to get a new camper? What are you going to give me for this one? So of course, once they told me, I was like, yeah, I have all this negative equity now. So they're willing to work with me, but the only campers I like ultimately means I'm going to get into more debt and I'm going to double what I owe on this current camper. I'm just better off paying off this camper. I don't want to get into that. So 15-year car loans, would they reduce what you pay per month? Absolutely. It's obviously going to take you 15 years to own the car. So here's my question. Your car is going to depreciate just like my camper. So what do you do when you have no choice but to turn in your car, because chances are it's not going to survive 15 years, not without major maintenance and overhauls. So what happens when you're upside down? You're going to carry over that negative equity to the new car and then stretch that out for another 15 years? And when does this all end? It doesn't. Isn't that kind of the point, I guess? Kind of help out, big corporate America and the lenders? Because it doesn't help people like you and me. It doesn't help us at all. You know what would help us? Actually, if they increased what we get paid, and then we wouldn't have to worry about a 15-year car loan or a 50-year mortgage, because a 15-year car loan is nothing but a recipe for disaster. And if you have good credit, like I do, sure, you can carry over that negative equity. It's not a problem. What happens when you don't? Or what happens when you're already maxed out with credit cards and it's just not a possibility? So the 15-year loans on car is completely an idiotic thing to do. Just as bad as the 50-year mortgages. Don't even get me going on that one. When are you going to own this thing in 15 years, 50 years? Let's just wipe out generational wealth, because you're never going to own that home either. I'm 53. I have to wait till 103 now if I buy a new home. Granted, it depends on the deposit and everything else, but that's also absurd, because the answer is simple. We just need to get paid more, and then all this disappears. And then, of course, the more we get paid, the more taxes that are contributed to society. Here's an idea. Let's tax the wealthy too a little bit more. Corporate America doesn't seem to pay their fair share. And then guess what? You won't have potholes, and the lights will work in your city, and everything will be in place. Or just pay 15 years on a car loan.